Exit 171 is on the right, and then keep right.
Aggressive field right there on the right.
In half of a mile, right turn onto Public Square.
It's Terminal Tower dead ahead.
Next right, and then left turn. Next left, and then left turn.
I'm now on the public square here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Still on the public square here in Cleveland. Terminal Tower. This is the Fountain of Eternal Life. Absolutely picture perfect Saturday morning. This is First Energy Stadium, where the Cleveland Browns play. That, of course, is Lake Erie out there. That's the Great Lakes Science Center. And then right next to it is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This is Cleveland City Hall. Inscription's kind of worn. I don't know whether you can read that or not. This is Willard Park. Giant rubber stamp. Right in front of City Hall. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. shore of Lake Erie.
Sorry, my daughter's gonna barge in here.
You can photobomb my picture, that's okay.
You wanna go get a picture? Here, go. Come up there and I'll take a picture of you. That's the sign. Go ahead. Over there, say cheese.
Say hello.
Say cheese. Almost. All right, smile. Good job. There's a little more space in there.
There is.
Retail space.
No, I am listening though.
A Cleveland script side, bocce ball courts, and volleyball courts have also been added to entertain visitors. In the background, we can see the unique Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum designed by world-renowned architect I.M. Pei. It opened in 1995 to a crowd of more than 10,000 people. A Cleveland VIP program provides the opportunity for just under 400,000 people that reside in Cleveland to visit the museum and Hall of Fame free of charge thanks to a $10 million grant from Michigan. At the time of their construction, William G. Mather was considered the latest ship in design, propulsion, navigational equipment, and crew accommodations. A typical route involved carrying iron ore from Lake Superior to the lower Lakes port to supply steel. And after 55 years of service, the William G. Mather was permanently laid up. In 1987, the steamship was donated to the Great Lakes Historical Society and is now operated as a museum ship by the Great Lakes Science Center. This tour offers a rare glimpse into the inner workings and working ships of the Great Lakes. The Cleveland Browns football stadium, or now named First Energy Stadium, seating 67,000 fans, was built at a cost of $300 million. This stadium replaces the old Municipal Stadium, which was home to the Browns for 49 years. Concrete debris from Municipal Stadium was used to create artificial reefs in 3 areas along the shoreline to provide vital habitat for local marine life. On the Great Lakes, for more than a century, the port has grown to be the largest on Lake Erie and the 3rd largest on the entire Great Lakes, with an average tonnage that now exceeds 25 million. More than 50 million.
Now that's something I can look forward to. Now it gets to think about. Yeah. Whatever you do. It's weird.
As we look out on what
Slow motion. It's quite slow. That's what gets me. Like right now. You're like kind of right
have since moved to the foot of East 9th Street. Cleveland Metro Parks partner Sherwood Williams recently announced the Foundation and Legacy Bank to oversee the restoration.
Check the times. You can't all go at the same time.
Did you get a video?
Yeah, can't write. Sure.
The land on the right at one time, it was occupied by the Seattle Tours.
No, but I hated when something that was this point. The wind comes like to me. Like the thing is that we okay, just like for instance, I'll show you she lived up right by the bend here.
Lakeshore Boulevard Bridge, Memorial Strawberry Drive Bridge, splendid recreation. The flats, its vitality. The grassy area to our left front is known as Settlers Landing. First step forward, Western Missouri. Commissioned by the Connecticut Land Company as the head of the band of surveyors in 1796. To our left is considered large waterfront patio, which reunited the old house room, which was built in 1863 and first served as a janitor's service and supplied commercial ships passing through.
I'll show you. We have to go around the bend.
Also targeted is Jerry's community market between many events and musical acts. The bridge spotlight in the open position is the Baltimore, Ohio Jackknife Bridge, number 463. The bridge was built and operates a replica of the type of cabin the early settlers of Cleveland lived in. The next bridge close to the water is the Center Street Bobtail Swing Bridge. It will be the fourth bridge and the fourth type of bridge that will have passed through Orlando since entering the Cuyahoga River. The bridge is perfectly balanced and capable of swimming up or down the stream. When the bridge opens and closes, it goes around like a large bridge. This bridge was open to traffic on Thanksgiving in 1917, and at that time was the largest steel and concrete reinforced service bridge in the world. It had two levels, the upper for automobile traffic and the lower for streetcars.
Cars on both sides, but those characters.
The bridge is perfectly balanced and capable of swimming up or down the stream. The bridge opens and closes. It goes around like a merry-go-round.
Way back and then the walk. It's like a last
Cuyahoga River. To our left,
This boathouse right here.
Bistro.
Yeah,
It's an Eastern-style restaurant based on the
that's where they call themselves.
It is named for a very early settler in the area, ancient Norwood. Several businesses
Think about trying. These are guys are selling up here too. Selling is one person.
From 1929 to 1935, the West Side Rapid Transit uses this viaduct. The Green Bridge, the Columbus Road Bridge, originally built in 1940. After 73 years of use, the bridge required a major overhaul, including a full replacement of the center span. The towers at each bank were sandblasted and repaired, and the new center span was constructed upstream. Passing under the Columbus Road Bridge, we can see the Grove condominiums. This unique complex offers 44 suites, no two being alike. Closely flanked on its left by a visually striking custom home designed by Willard. This land is what's known as the Scranton Peninsula and was used for many years as a dock for the Alpha Precast Corporation and later for the United Ready Mix Corp. The land has been held by various real estate companies over the last few decades, and about 20 acres was recently acquired by real estate brokerage CRE Incorporated. Approximately 8 acres has been parted out to the Great Lakes Roofing Company for future expansion, and plans for the remaining 12 acres indicate that it will be used for the development of a new mixed use. From here we get an excellent view of Terminal Tower. Before returning to East 9th Street, we will have seen this tower from all points of the compass, or from all 4 sides. At any time, you can look up and see the tower from the decks of the Goodtime 3. The Terminal Tower was built by the Van Swearingen brothers as an office building resting atop the Union Terminal Station. Over 1,000 structures had to be demolished to make way for the 708-foot, 52-story building. Is where the Baltimore and Ohio passenger and freight station is located. This vintage station house was built in 1897 and operated as the city's main passenger hub until a more modern station opened at Terminal Tower in 1933. This is the area where Lorenzo Carter built his log cabin just on the crest of the hill, on the lee of the hill, to protect his family from cold ice. On the right, after passing through the 2 bridges, you can see the former G&W shipyard, now owned and operated by Riverfront Yacht Services. Among the many services is the brokerage and repair of private yachts, sailboats, and other ships. In the sailboats, and at times, small harbor tugs can be seen tied up at the site. On the left is the site of the nationally known Sherwin-Williams Paint Company, which incidentally was founded right here in Cleveland in 1866. The building on the left is their Marine Technology Center, used for research and development. Also up to our left, we see the 34-acre Tower City Center. Dave Gilbert purchased the avenue portion of the center for $56.5 million with a hope to create a one-of-a-kind urban shopping, dining, and entertainment destination that Clevelanders can be proud of.
Needs some water. Yeah, that's it. That's right.
Incidentally, the first telephone pole in Cleveland was made from this area in 1879. The tall smokestack is part of the downtown steam management plant of Cleveland Thermal Company. This plant, in conjunction with a second facility on Hamilton Avenue, produced and managed more than 1.25 billion pounds of steam to heat most of the buildings in downtown Cleveland, using about 20 miles of pipeline. Chilled water for by Pash Marine has the ability to pump 6,000 gallons per minute, which water cannons, and help extinguish the infamous 1969 Cuyahoga River fire. Erie watershed, either as precipitation or as groundwater. A watershed is a region of land that drains into a specific body of water. And since Lake Erie is lower in altitude than much of the surrounding land, it acts as a basin into which much of the area's precipitation population will eventually flow. One of the major challenges Lake Erie faces is that even though a small portion of its water comes from draining into the watershed, a majority of its pollution enters this way. Think about the Lake Erie watershed. It's surrounded by sea. Well, Dr. Seuss's reply, he wanted the great silver scientific effort that went into reviving Lake Erie and removing the line from future editions. The Ohio Sea Grant Program is part of a network of 33 sea grant programs dedicated to the protection and sustainable use of marine and Great Lakes resources through research, education, and outreach. One of the major ecological challenges facing Lake Erie today are the algal blooms that have become increasingly common. Not all algae are harmful or base, but prevent future harmful blooms. In 2018, in fact, former Governor John Kasich set forth a plan to regulate this nitrogen and phosphorus-rich runoff from farms, though it was met with fierce opposition from the agricultural industry. And allows Lake Erie to rejuvenate itself. Compare that to nearly 200 years retention time for Lake Superior. Lake Erie is the shallowest of the Great Lakes, with an average depth of 62 feet. It's 210 feet deep at its deepest point. Compare again with Lake Superior, which has an average depth of nearly 500 feet. Small logging towns, including an incident in 1855 in which a gang led by James Jesse Strang raided sawmills near Beaver Island and ransacked 5 vessels and warehouses. His signature play was to either extinguish existing navigation lights or add false lights in order to confuse vessels and cause them to run around. Seabee's crew would then ultimately capture the cargo of the damaged vessels. Seabee's luck finally ran out when he was apprehended by the Revenue Cutters Services carrying the lights and other factors. They reached 100% coverage. Storms, especially very strong. Or undiscovered witness. Cleveland is actually a popular destination for scuba divers and has 12 shipwrecks within 8 miles of Cleveland, including several just beyond the Cleveland main entrance, such as the Fannie L. Jones and the Charles Davis. One of the most famous shipwrecks on the Great Lakes is that of a steamship at Memphis Fitzgerald during a tremendous gale on November 10, 1905, near Detroit, more than 29,000 tons of tactical. The storm was originally forecast to pass south of Lake Superior, prompting several vessels to test their luck at safety in the dock. The National Weather Service later altered their forecast, issuing the award to the entirety of Lake Superior, though it was too little too late for many. The end of Fitzgerald was beset by a number of equipment and instrument failures as well that only worsened their chance of increasing bank region. Sometime after settling the economy and supporting nearly 18,000 jobs in Cleveland and Erie. The rejuvenation of the Cuyahoga River has led to a large uptick in recreational usage, both locally and for the rest of its course as well. A coalition of interested stakeholders, organizations, and communities has been hard at work to obtain Ohio water trail status for the Cuyahoga River. Those are removed. The Cuyahoga River will return to a more natural flow. In addition to the recreational benefits, the river will significantly improve water quality above and below these obstructions and allow migratory fish to make their way further upstream for breeding. Project Iceberg farm in North America. However, opposition stemming from environmental concerns, both from the reproductions contained within the turbines and from potential disruption to migration patterns of these species of birds, the project. Built at a cost of nearly $12 million, is this 7.6-acre North Coast Harbor, the first phase in the revitalizing of Cleveland's downtown lakefront. The beautifully manicured Voinovich Park is now home to a new transit docking area, a new modern Mexican restaurant, and a new Harbor Verandas building, which features 16 luxurious apartments and ground-level retail space.
Terminal tower. At the top of Cleveland's Terminal Tower, 42nd floor.
know,
32?
yeah. If you go out, when you go out the elevator, there's a little observation right there. You'll see the arches right here.
Yeah.
That's where that is.
Oh, I didn't realize we were this side. Now, my wife's not from Cleveland, but I remember as a kid they're saying about giant spiders up here. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's big spiders. They're all
Yeah.
Cleveland's a big spider. But none of them are poisonous.
Oh my God.
Yeah. One thing is black widows, but they don't come up this side. And they're not that big.
You said right here.
Yeah, we're right here. This is where you're at right now.
So there really is just a small space up above us.
It's a stairway that kind of go up here.
In 0.2 miles, left turn onto West Lakeside Avenue.